Hey, it's your boy Gpac from Chirac. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button, good people. Okay, today, Pooh Shistey lawyers went in for a bond hearing, and they brought up some evidence that you wouldn't believe. They said this is a he said case. They said there's no video, there's no alleged contract, there's no alleged robbery, there's none of that stuff. And it took the FBI 30 days to come up with this evidence. Why they just didn't get them at that particular time? Why did they have to wait 30 days? Then they put an FBI agent on the complaint. He's only been an FBI agent for 4 years. Then they switched it around and put another agent on the stand. But the lawyers say they do these kind of tricks all the time. So enough of me talking. Here's the news clip.
You tell me when you guys are ready. Ready?
Would you say your name first?
Yeah, Bradford Cohen, C-O-H-E-N, Sam Zengane, and John Helms.
And any questions, just look straight at it.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
So we had a bond hearing today and a PC hearing today. I think that the relevant things that were said today that I thought were fascinating were that it took 3 months to build a case. And I think the reason for that was because the statements that were given on the evening that this occurred were very questionable. I think the way that the statements were made, what was made, what allegedly was witnessed, and what wasn't witnessed, I think gave great pause to the FBI. The FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe everything that was said on the night that it occurred. They were involved the first night, and then nothing happened for 3 months. In addition to that, that I thought was quite embarrassing, was that an FBI agent says they don't have the resources to keep their eye on an individual. This is allegedly an individual that committed a crime that they then didn't watch to see if the guns were present, if the jewelry was present. And what didn't we hear today? What we didn't hear today is there is no contract, this mystery contract. They have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry.
Y'all hear this?
None of that physical evidence. What they have is they have allegedly 5 individuals, one of them being a very well-known individual that is allegedly cooperating with the
government,
making these allegations against my client and many more. I'm going to take like 1 or 2 questions and then we're going to scoop.
You're essentially arguing they've got only a he said kind of case. No evidence.
Correct.
Fair.
Yeah, it's very fair. I think that this is it's a he said type of
okay.
case. I mean, obviously, there's 5 individuals on one side. What we're missing are the other people that were present in the room, right? The owner of the studio who says he didn't hear anything.
Y'all hear this?
The way they leave the studio, where no one is in concert with anybody else, no one's arguing with anyone else. One of the individuals says, "Hey, can I get my watches back?" Like, the story is quite unusual. And I think that the FBI knew that. I think the investigators knew that it was unusual. And I think that's why it took so long to make the arrest.
What is your response to the judge saying that, your client still violated the terms of this ankle monitor location?
Sure. Those are all things that are going to be, flushed out. The fact is that he was allowed to be in certain areas at certain times. That really wasn't an argument for today. I wasn't really even going to make that argument. My main thrust of today was to really push on the evidence and see exactly what they had and when they had. How about this? How about the individual who wrote the complaint, who actually drafted the complaint, who was sitting in the courtroom, who's only been an FBI agent for 4 years, does not take the stand?
I told y'all.
Someone else on to say what she wrote in her own complaint when she's sitting in the courtroom. And that's done quite often in gamesmanship, because they don't want to put a rookie on the stand and be measured by our legal team.
How far away is this from trial?
Oh, who knows? We're going to get discovery.
You heard what he said. There's no videotape allegedly. There's no alleged videotape of them allegedly making Gucci sign a contract under duress. They have no jewelry. All this stuff is he said. See, these YouTubers going around, they putting their own little 2 cents on it to get their money. I understand that. But this is somebody's life on the line. But like they said, Pooh Shistey had permission to be at that studio, because when you're on house arrest and you're at a halfway house, you have to get permission to go to work or go to school or whatever you're doing that day. You have to get permission. So worst come to worst, it's just me saying this, it's just my opinion. It just comes down to a plain old robbery. And Pooh Shistey might have to go back and sit down for a little while, because this case is just taking all the strange turns. So there you have it. That's your boy Gpac from Chirac. Please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Pooh Shistey got a dream team of lawyers. It's looking good for him.